What's up, Skunk Snot? I'm still setting up the live, so bear with me. What's up, Sketch? Alright, looks like we're good. TikTok Live is up. Instagram is good. X is good. And everyone else should be good. Oh. Is that just the view? Oh. That's okay. We'll leave it at that. Alright. Okay, so we're going to start off with game mode. Then we're going to keep switching back between game mode and art mode. So, playing some Golden Sun. And I'll be hanging out with you guys in the chat. So let's see. Alright, let's go. Some coffee. Alright. Yeah. Oh, Xi'an. Oh, who's this? This is Xi'an. Travelers are welcome here. Relax. Stay long. Stay long. Warriors should learn about the towns they visit. Just traveling and fighting is a sad life. Damn, okay. All the people who came to eat are from Xi'an. What happened there? What? There's nothing. Nothing. The Norse's come to the village, but they have not come yet. I think that is strange. Okay. We out of this establishment. Let's go over here. Whoa! This is Mulberry Orchard. When the season comes, all Xi'an comes to harvest. Whoa! I got a lucky medal. What are you gonna do with that piece of wood over here, man? Oh, okay. Okay. You got some moves, man. My kung fu is strong. If you got to master fest school every day, someday you'll be strong too. Okay, he knows a move that I don't know. Alright, man, shut your mouth. Farm work is very hard. Warriors have no idea how hard it is. So, guys, let's check quick. We're good. Alright. Oh, we gotta get that guy over there. Xi'an is the village of Kinu. Kinu means silk makes the best cloth. Okay. Oh, hello. What are you doing? You made me spill my water. Whoa! You know what that means. Frost it up. Woo, baby, baby! So we're gonna get this dweller. That's what we're gonna do. So how do I could move it, so I could move it all the way over here? Is that what I'm about to do? Or move it over here, I guess? It makes more sense. What the fuck? What in the fucking... Okay, I guess I can't move it. I could jump. Well... Maybe I have to make her spill more. Bro, what the hell am I supposed to do? Honestly, I have no clue. Follow Sakura when you see the manga forest over. Oh, it disappeared. Okay, I gotta make her spill at a certain spot. Got it. Ha ha ha. I got it. What in the fucking... There we go. Hey! We're gonna get this guy. Dope. Oh, we didn't even need to fight him. What the hell? Okay. He just drenched us. Alright, that's a good place to save it. Oops. Go to art mode. Just go ahead. You know what? I actually finished Jackie Chan Adventures. I can't believe it. Like I never watched the whole thing. It's the same thing over and over again, to be honest. But nostalgia, you know, was a show. Just that's what carried it. Let's see. I have to find a new show. I'm done with that show. So I have to find a new show actually before we get started here. Another show from that time. Cartoons from the 90s. Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Okay. Powerpuff Girls. Spider-Man. Gargoyles. I actually dropped Gargoyles. I kind of got bored of it. I'm not gonna lie. Animation is cool though. The animation they did was really cool. Daria is an old show. Has to be cartoon. The Magic School Bus. I fucking remember that shit. That's crazy. Doug, I remember that. Rugrats. You know what? Rugrats? Should we watch King of the Hill, the original King of the Hill? It's gonna be a really long series. Rugrats, 9 seasons, that's too much. Okay, we're doing a study. Beavis and Butthead, Ed, Ed, Eddie, Ren and Stimpy, Animaniacs, maybe I'll watch that. I have to pick one. Let's see. Darkwing Duck. I want a story-driven cartoon. I know most of the American cartoons are episodic. And like sitcom-y, but it'd be nice to get a story one. So let's see. Recess. I remember Recess. Celebrity Deathmatch. I gotta pick one area up, but this is gonna be the one that's gonna take the spot of the Jackie Chan Adventures since I finished it. I'm leaning towards Animaniacs. I never really sat down and watched it. I know it's gonna be episodic though. Shit, I don't even. Let's see. The Critic. Am I gonna fucking watch SpongeBob SquarePants at this point? 16 seasons. Johnny Bravo. I have no clue. I'm not drawn to any. I've already seen all this stuff, and I have to pick one. Let's see if anybody has suggestions. Okay. All right. Let me narrow it down. It's either going to be SpongeBob, Animaniacs. I'm not gonna. Of course, I'd want to watch these. These I'm gonna add probably towards the end of the list. But let's see. Beavis and Butthead, King of the Hill, Beavis and Butthead, Ed and Eddie, Ren and Stimpy. So, SpongeBob, Ren and Stimpy, or Animaniacs. Or Recess. Or Cow and Chicken. Oh Oh, Superman. I remember the old Superman show. I remember that shit. Oh. I mean, I am watching Batman animated series. I'm watching the Superman variant of that same animation style. That sounds pretty good. I mean, it is a study, and that would help me focus more on his style. It's pretty cool. Superman the animated series. Fuck it. Let's go. Superman the animated series. Damn, so many freaking powers. Too many freaking powers. Okay. Superman, the animated series. There it is. We're gonna see, because Batman the animated series is amazing. Like they really refined the Batman aesthetic to such like a classical, like it's such a impactful classic. It's so classy. I mean that's the style choice that they went with, which is perfect. And the storytelling's good. All of it. Like, all of it holds up. It's a very good series. I always say it's better than the Spider-Man that was out at that same time, actually. Because I'm watching that one too. Let's see. This is from the same animators? I hope so. Looks similar style. Maybe just the style, though. Superman anime series. This is season 4. Dang, went on for 4 seasons. Okay. Let's go to the first one. Watch Superman anime series. This is not episode 1. These are not. No, this is episode 1. The last son of Krypton. Yo. Okay. All right, we got that in the background. This is the new show I'm gonna be watching for this slot. We're gonna switch back to art mode. Let me see the comments. Last chance before we jump in and I lock in. All right. Thank you guys for liking the live and supporting. I appreciate y'all checking out my work. Oops. It's a little better. Damn, I wish I could zoom out more. Look how big my hand is compared to the page. It's a big page. That's good. You guys can see it. And then over here, yeah, Instagram, you guys can see it. Perfect. Alright. Alrighty, I'll be checking the comments in the next game mode. I'm just gonna passively have it in the background, but I might not respond, so just a heads up. Okay. Here we go. So, yeah. Let's get this page. Wow, that was pretty sick. Superman, the animated series, amazing first episode. You can see so many parallels with Moses' story and Noah's story. You know, it's a really well done episode. Okay, so we're gonna switch to game mode. We're gonna check the chat. First. What's up, Wax? How you doing, bro? Hello, how you doing, man? I saw you drawing some stuff. Very cool, man. Okay, I'm gonna leave the chat open for you guys, and we're gonna play the next game. Next game we're playing is Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Thank you, Wex. Are you working on your own comic? Your own comic book? Or manga? Whatever you want to call it? To think the ruins were hidden within the cliff the whole time. Watch your step, Link. There may be traps in here. You think I'm scared? Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. This. Ha! Yeah, you're a fool. Right. Getting it. We get it. Where's my rupee? Damn. Oh, hell nah, bruh. Gotcha, bitch. I wonder if I could shoot him. Nah, that didn't do nothing. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Oh my god! What's up, homie?
Sasha wants to see her spot.
What the fucking die! Oh, look at all them rupees. Rolling and I'm rolling them. Oh, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? This guy's robbing me. This guy's robbing me. What the fuck? Ah! 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 Hey, got that big rupee. Ah! How did I kill this guy? Nope. Nope, you can't. You just gotta run away. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. He's metal. Sasha? What are you doing in here?
You're not supposed to be here, Sasha. I'm there. Yeah, I'm in trouble.
Okay, what the hell is this? No, the bow does nothing in this situation. Woo! Saw that swipe? Phew! Got them both. Got them both. Oh my god! It's moving too quick. It's moving too quick. Oh shit, okay, I wasn't even trying to get on that. Gotcha, bitch. Ooh. Let's go! Uh-oh. Fuck. Gotcha. Okay, I gotta get them both. Woo! What? There's some secrets over here, though. Ah! Yes. Yes. Secret, secret. I got a secret. Very nice. Splendid. Oh no. Wait a second. Oh my god. I just fell all the way down. That's what I get for using the speed, what do you call it, the speed module thing. Speed toggle. Oh my god. Ah! gotta do all this. Okay, good. I don't have to open those doors again. I need some hearts. Give me a heart. I need hearts, please. Please. Okay, so we gotta move this guy like this. Really? We got this over here. Can I grab it? Man, it doesn't last. No! No, there. Okay, let me think about this for a second. Yeah, buddy. What the fuck? My precious. Damn, I guess I'll just fall after it. Alright, I think this is a good place to leave off on. Yes, and we got our hearts. I bet there's more hearts if I keep coming back. Yes, sir. Figured something out right here. Alright, 2 more hearts, baby. Alright, we're just gonna go to the door. Wherever that is. Where's the... Oh my god! Oh hell no! Oh, hell no! Oh! Ah! Oh! Oh my god! All right, we get this door. We're gonna save right here. Is done. Yeah, I mean that's what it is. Full screen. Alright, what's the first one? It's Digimon. We're gonna watch some Digimon. Some Digimon. Wait, did I finish the show? Did I just have it? No, there's still more. Way more. Okay. Oh, we're actually almost done. Let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this. Alrighty. Alright, I'm going to switch back to art mode. There we go. Okay. Cool. We're ready. All right, let's lock in. Alrighty, I'll be checking the comments in the game mode in about 20 minutes. We can actually use white ink to do the, because he's teleporting, so I'm gonna make it, what's the word? I'm gonna almost like phase him out. So all these hard lines that you see around his outline, like all that is gonna get, motion speed lines over it, so it could feel like he's teleporting out. So flash. Try to be random with your lines. In terms of short, long, short, long, short, short, long, long, short, short, long. Just play with it. Find some kind of rhythm. Okay, I still need to finish this stuff. Nuclear touch to his fist, so trying to ghost your lines. It's okay to, do chicken scratches, but if you can do those chicken scratches without actually touching the paper, it'll help you be a little more precise. So like you'll see me kind of almost hover and try to think about the stroke I'm making with the nib and like test it out, and thinking about how much pressure I'm applying and what that thickness of line or thinness of line implies and shows. The illusion is we're trying to create with lines, with flat, two-dimensional XY axis lines. We're trying to give it a Z dimension, a third dimension, right? And so it's a trick of the eye, and it's important to kind of understand how the thickness and the thinness of your lines, the confidence, and as well as the jitteriness in your lines, it's important to understand what that says, right? What you're communicating with this character with this. So if you're using something that's like a jittery, kind of chaotic line, it can read as nervousness that the character is feeling, or it could read as aura, right? If you're doing these motion lines, right, it can start to read as speed, right? If you're doing these clear, strong lines, it reads more solid and more confident. So you have to kind of get familiar, develop a sense for that communication, that language, that line language, that shape language. Start to add to your vocabulary when it comes to line work and dimensionality with your line work. And remember, you're not trying to be perfect. You don't want to be perfect, actually, especially with AI running around. There's no such thing as perfect, first off, but only God is perfect, right? But what we got here is this illusion of perfection. So you'll have art that looks like it's been produced by a machine. A lot of the times, that's sort of what gets picked up and becomes kind of commercial. But we're kind of going into a new era where people want to see a human make their work. I get it. AI makes things easier for writers, for example, so they can, they don't have to hire an artist or whatever. But people kind of could tell that they feel it's cheap. It's the difference between a sword and a gun. You know what I'm saying? But in this case, it's not about who can produce the most. It's about quality. That's the difference between art and pretty much everything else in the consumer society we're living in. Is that it's actually about the quality aspect, not quality as in, oh, this is professional, quote unquote, whatever that means to you, quality. No, that this is done right, here's checks all the boxes, quality. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about something that has a unique aspect to it that cannot be replicated through formulaic or AI means, right? We're talking about essence, something that you as an artist, your own style, your own choices, your own interests fused together can create through your art form. That's the kind of quality we're talking about. Not high quality, oh, this is done really well. That's not the way I'm using that word, right? It's I guess the best slang I could think of is It's got to have the sauce. You understand? The sauce. That's what makes the flavor, what makes it good. The flavor. AI, commercial stuff, all that. Let's be honest, man. It's kind of lacking in flavor if everything looks like Genshin Impact and Sword Art Online. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta embrace that. When you're on this path, it's really important to kind of figure out like what flavor you're bringing to the table and embracing that. And leaning into it more. Because that is your asset. Nobody else is doing that. Everybody else is doing, I don't know, solo leveling, sword art, etc. Right? Same black-haired main character. Black hair, black eye, like ideal Asian man main character type ass stories that are out there right now. That are just like, bruh, this is like the same main character in every story, bro? Come on, let's see some style. Let's see some flavor in here. Anyways, bro, I'm ranting. We gotta get this panel done. Okay, and so probably gonna go in with some white out real quick and add some nuclear blasts that are emitting from his fists. And then, you know, we have these air plumes that are surrounding his arms that is bursting with this nuclear. Looks like the nib caught something. That's something that you'll notice very quick. There's sometimes the ink gets gunky or the paper, you know, gets ripped. Or you'll have like a little lint hair on the nib. Motherfucker. It's part of the process. All right. Hello? Hello?
حبيبي كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله كل شيء كويس. I punch out.
Okay.
Did you go somewhere?
أنا رايحة.
Where?
رايحة على وولمارت تحرات أرجع أسوق أغراض على راس وولمارت.
Okay.
تاكل في اللايف الثلاجة الثانية سخن ما بدك في الثلاجة الثانية في اللايف.
Okay, I'll see. Thank you so much.
وحط شوية مي سخنة شوية لما تيجي تسخنها على الواقع نمبر 3.
Okay, Allah يسعدك. Sounds like a plan.
إن شاء الله.
Thank you. Okay. I love you. مع السلامة.
يلا باي. باي. يا رب.
That's my mama. I love my mama. Okay. That's enough. That's enough fucking crying. Okie doke. Now we're gonna get the white. The white. Well, actually, let's before we do that, just make these a little more clear. Add highlights to the fist. Oh no, I'm cutting into the line work a little bit. No bueno. No bueno. Señor. One, two, three. Okay. Alright. We'll fix that up on the next art mode. Right now we're going to check the chat. Oh, where's the... There it is. Check the chat. Play some game mode. And do it all over again. Switch back. Well, don't tell me the TikTok. Damn it. TikTok and Instagram both ended. Great. On their own. I don't know how long it's been off. Alright, let's just get this game mode over with. Alright, then we gotta check the chat. So Restream's the only one that didn't end. The X, unfortunately, that one ended. This one. Cool. Let's play. Get the crabby grass. Well, was that the thing I needed to get? Okay. Okay, this is why they have a save point here. Am I about to fight a boss or something? Oh, we're good. What the fuck? Oh, he was hypnotized into thinking he's Mario because Mario got poisoned in the last game, and he had to go get this special herb, and he finally got it. And he just hit his head, and now he remembers. He remembers that he's Luigi now. But he was too scared to go by himself, so he had to get hypnotized. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah. Luigi. Luigi! Princess Peachy. Oh, hell no. Hell no, Bowser! That's my girl, bro. Oh, he thinks it's Bowser. Oh, hell no, that bitch combined with Bowser?
Mario! Mario!
Yeah. Mamma mia. Luigi's crying. Well, things transpired while you were off doing who knows what. It looks like my hobbies will have to be shelved once again. Your Highness, Bowser, no Cacletta. I mean Bowletta. A message has arrived. Oh shit, they got a Game Boy? Puny little worms are no match for me. So listen up. If you want Precious Princess returned safely, bring me the 4 pieces of the Beanstar. I will contact you again once the Beanstar is complete. Son of a bitch. Oh damn! How has it come to this? It seems to be played out or hand out. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. This is where we're gonna save.
Is he here?
What the fuck? There's nothing here. Damn it. Okay. Damn it. Perfect. Okay, we need a... Man, this guy's annoying. We gotta look at the map. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna save right here. Save. Wall. Close. Next one. Watch Batman the Animated Series. Hey, for ese dibujo, yeah, we're gonna draw right now. I don't know what you said, I'm sorry. But I know dibujo means art, right? To draw or something. But we switch from game mode, and we're gonna check the chat after art mode is over, which is like 20 minutes. But let's see here. We'll have it in the background, so I might not respond 100% time when it's art mode. Zoom out. Sasha, what the hell are you doing in my room? Sasha? How many times I took... 1 second, guys.
Sasha, what are you doing here? What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here. Oh, my dad, you're a chucker recover.
Cover it, Willow. Okie doke. Here we go. Oh, you're drawing too. Very cool, man. What you drawing? Perfect. Everything you guys could see, good. You guys could see, awesome. Alright. Alright, let's get back to it. So, I'm going to have it in the background. If I miss your comment, I'm sorry. Art mode, I kind of focus a little more, so. Let's draw together. Let's do this. I think all that's left is because I have to fix these little blasts, these nuclear blasts, mushroom clouds. Right here, this one. And I have to add white speed lines to give the sense that he's teleporting by breaking up the outline. Because this outline is a solid, straight line that isn't broken. It doesn't give a sense of teleportation, it just feels like he's activating something, right? But in this case, he's supposed to be flashing out of here. So I'm gonna add white ink over it. So wherever you made a mark, a line, and you want to make them feel like they're teleporting or, you know, vanishing, you have to break up those lines either with whiteout or just when you ink over your pencils, you kind of do the motion lines. You draw with the motion lines. So you can, either way it can work. And then you sort of need to add some very pronounced lines to kind of break up and not make it like neutral, right? You want to have a clear sort of effect. all have to be going in the same pattern, same direction. So it's not that I'm just making it up, right? I'm actually doing a very specific pattern. I don't know if you can see this, but it goes like this, small, big, small, big, very small. You just kind of randomize it a little bit. You kind of have this, this gradient. That's a big one real quick. Cut into here. And a straight line. Try to be as straight as possible. Dried already. Alright, that's good. Hey, what up, Maria? How you doing? Damn. pen is that? This is a G pen. A G nib. This is a G nib, and this is just the nib holder. And I'm using black Deleter 4 ink. Alright, we're going to switch to game mode, and I'm going to be checking the chat more frequently. Let's see here. Just finish Batman. Watch this Batman in the background. Okay. Pop-ups. And these pop-ups are relentless. Okay. And the last game we're playing now. Okay, man. Pokemon Royal Sapphire. Okay, let's check the chat. What size do I wear? What? Shoes? My shoes? Are you asking my shoe size, bro? Why you need to know my shoe size? It makes no sense. Okay, so let's check me. That's okay, I have to translate it. Oh, you're talking about the paper. I don't know. You asked size without saying specifically what. I'm like, why do you need to know my shoe size, bro? The paper is B4. It's the Deleter B4. It's the professional grade that they use in Japan. See if I have an example. I get this one mainly. Looks like this. Actually, it is over here now. Looks like this. Okay. Thunderbolt. We thunderbolting him. Everybody's getting thunderbolted. What? Did it even work? I flinched. Oh, okay. Yo, what up, bro? Thank you, man. Yeah. Damn, Electric is a animal. It's a savage beast. Oh, what the hell? He intimidated me. You intimidated me. What? Damn, this guy could take a hit. Oh shit, dog versus dog. Lightning dog or dark dog? Who's gonna win? Okay, thank you, light skin. Appreciate you, bro. Double up. We did it. Okay. You know what? We should probably see what's in here. Let's just do a speed run. Okay, we got this guy. We got this guy already. Give me something new. Got this guy already. Are you eating? No, drinking water. We got this guy. Oh, who's this? This is the bulldog guy. I remember this one. Oh, he's intimidating too. Okay. Gotcha, bitch. Any more? Oh! Dude, I'd be terrified if I saw this Pokemon in real life. Hell no. It's as big as a human, a giant rat. Yeah, if I had food, I would. You know what? They'll probably have technology that could do that in the future. Where you could share the food virtually. And I don't know how, but they'd make you be able to taste it. Some kind of way. If that happens, I'll treat you to my homemade desserts. Cool. What desserts do you make? You're from, if I remember correct, Argentina? No. Mexico. Colombia. Paraguay. Okay, Paraguay. Cool. What kind of desserts do they have in Paraguay? What's the classic dessert from Paraguay? Dulces de leche. Oh, sounds good. Dulce de leche. Milk. Something. Milk. Candy milk. Okay, what are we doing? We gotta focus here. Where the fuck is the next level here? We beat this guy. Let's see. Oh. I think I already went all the way over here. Oh, more stuff. Let's see if there's any Pokemon here that we didn't catch. There's none. There's none at all. We mostly have savory dishes, and the desserts we have are more sweet and fermented. Ooh. Like a sweet bean. The sweet bean. What do they call that? There's a type of bean in a lot of Asian desserts. It's like purple. And it's sweet. Already got this guy. Hell no. We're gonna fight this lady real quick. You know what? Let's get my boy Machamp out here. Cross chop that bitch. Woo! Ooh, wrecked. What the fuck, these thugs, bro? Look at these Team Aqua doing some bullshit over here, man. I'm about to fuck them up right now. Right now, on site. Where they at? Okay. We also specialize in honey, sugarcane based alcohol. Oh, okay. I cannot drink. It is forbidden. Tis forbidden. Okay, we got one more art mode to do. I'm gonna save right here. I think it's Yu-Gi-Oh, right? Yeah, Batman and it's Yu-Gi-Oh. So Yu-Gi-Oh real quick. There's this thing where, you know, as much as you create, you ought to consume. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be getting into your taste, like rewatching things, whatever. Study. Constantly consume as you create. So you see me drawing, you see me watching, you see me playing. You see me creating some dope shit. So this is the recipe, man. I'm gonna try to do here. Shit, my brain just fucking flashes on me. Damn these pop-ups. Shut up. Let's go. And I didn't come earlier because I was out on the street. Oh no. Oh yeah, no internet. That sucks, man. That sucks. Studios. I don't like studying, but I have to. Whatever you don't like that you have to, just do what I'm doing. Game mode, art mode. Game mode, art mode. Art, I love it, but it's a lot of work. It takes up a lot of time. And so I have to live with it. And so if I'm having to do it all the time, and it's work, you know, comes heavy. So this helps lighten the load. I'm putting in, right now I already put in 60 minutes. And I'm about to put the last 20 minutes for this cycle. And then I could take a decent break, come back, do some more cycles, off live. Keep going. And you'll get a lot of work done. It's just about showing up. Because you can do the work. It's not the work. It's not that hard, right? It's just time consuming. So just show up, put in that time, and it'll be done before you know it. Wait a second, I think I've seen this already. I gotta put the next episode. Okay, let's do it. Man, I wish I had a more zoom out. All right, we're good. Let's do this for the final set. I'll be checking the comments passively. So if I don't respond right away, I'm sorry. Okay. Thank you so much, Mary. Okay. I can already tell some of these are not needed to be here. What's up, sugar? Thank you. Appreciate you. Are you using the G-nib? Yes. G-nib is awesome. You can pretty much make any line thickness you want with it. So it's really useful if you can learn how to control pressure. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of all this. I'd love to learn more about the utensils you use, but unfortunately I don't know how to ask you. Oh, okay. Well, this is a G-nib right here. This is called a nib. This part, you can remove it, and they're replaceable. Not all nibs are replaceable. Some things are attached to the nibs, and those are a little more expensive. But the G-nib is very useful in that you can make all the different line thicknesses with it, but it is a little bit of a learning curve to get used to how to use this. This is a nib holder. You're going to need that for all the different kinds of nibs you're going to use. This is called a Maru nib. Oh no, I dropped it. Oh well. This is called a maru nib. These are very thin lines that you could get, like really thin hair lines. It makes it easier to get that. You can also get that with the G nib, but it's harder to be consistent when you have to do very, very light pressure and you have to do clean strokes, right? So this helps you get around that. I usually just kind of use this, but you know, there are times where I pull that out. It makes more sense to use that. This is what I use, called a Presto Whiteout Jumbo Correction Pen, and I use this for all these highlights, all the corrections I make on the fly, you know. Very useful. I do have a video at the very bottom of my page where I show you all the traditional tools I use. So check out my page at the very bottom on TikTok. There's a tool, a drawing tool video. Check it out. I'll go back and add a thicker line there later. So Keen is actually based on a couple characters that inspired him, from Lupin the Third to other lesser known characters from like American cartoons and video games. I can't really remember, to be honest, other characters. There's another character, I think it was from Final Fantasy, the one that had you playing as the Turks. There's one character who has these sideburns that stood out to me, and he's like an explosive type fighter. Keen, on the other hand, he's a nuclear based fighter, so he actually has nuclear power, and that's also a metaphor because he has this overwhelming destructive power as well as this overwhelming creative power. And he's going to this very far away place in the story that's at the very bottom, right? And he's finding this kid who essentially has this power over total destruction, which is death, right? And he's actually able to beat this character if he wanted to, but he shows him mercy in this scene. He doesn't know he's a kid until this moment right here. And so he's about to land this killing blow. But it's a metaphor for kind of like, you know, in the face of having access to this overwhelming power, how do you use it, right? And sort of like the ultimate inevitability of, you know, death, essentially, is that trumps that whatever power we can get, like technologies, nuclear power is like the most potent stuff that we got access to, the most powerful stuff. Oh, great. Don't tell me that the fucking live ended Both of them. Again.
I think you're gone. Really?
Well, that sucks. The live ended once again on its own. That fucking sucks, bro. That's the second time that happened in a row. It cut off at the best part. Yeah, I know. I guess maybe I can't talk about that because I used the word nuclear or whatever. I don't know. But he just has a superpower that's like that. That's all I'm saying, man. Fuck. Fucking TikTok, bro. They be shutting me down. But simply put, he shows this kid an alternative to the path of destruction, which is creation, right? Because his power, scientifically speaking, can be extremely destructive in war, or it can be extremely creative, as in giving energy and advancement, you know? And so he gives him a way to see himself as more than just this monster that wiped out all these seemingly innocent people in this village, right? And having like this power to, with, you know, scythe and death and all this. It's a play. It's saying basically like there's another way, you know, that you don't have to be something to be feared. That there's more to it, basically. So I don't want to say more than that, as one, I don't want to spoil too much, and it's better not to reveal what's under the hood too much of how the metaphors and story narrative works. I'd rather you guys discover that on your own. And also, I don't want this freaking TikTok to end randomly again. Looks like art mode's actually up, so this is gonna be a pretty short live, but we'll hang out a little bit. Anybody new, maybe we'll show some of the art, and then I have to go and do some more cycles off the live. Maybe I'll try coming back, but I will say I really do like to create when nobody's looking. Like there's something about that the live by nature just like it doesn't allow. So I'm gonna create something. I think I do my best stuff, to be honest, when I'm off live. But I do want to share the process, and I want to, you know, try to support y'all and document this all at the same time, and show you guys, hopefully give you guys a little motivation to do your own stuff. You know, that's really important, especially with all this freaking fan art. It's okay. It's okay. No problem. No problem. getting sucked into this. Hold on a sec. Yeah, also that's another reason why, like, you know, why I gave him a halo, right? He uses the halo from his power so he can see in this dark place, right? That's all it is, right, from the surface. But obviously, it's saying this guy's gonna be like a hero, an angel, a savior in some kind of way to the main character, which you're gonna meet. He's gonna meet. So there's a lot of layers to it. There's a lot of, like, I hate doing just like random, you know, sometimes it ends up having meaning when it's random. You'd be surprised. But I want to try as much as possible to try to kind of give you guys symbols and all that stuff through the story as well. Okay, we're going to stop right here. We were live for a minute, but the live ended literally 3 times. I had to restart this thing 3 times because it kept ending on its own. But it's all good. We're going to check the chat. Hang out just for a few minutes, and then we're gonna go draw some more pages. So let's put this stuff down. Okay. It cut off at the best part. This is the 3rd time it has happened. 3 times now. Yeah, I know. 3 times. I keep nodding my head off. You explain the basics, and it's a pleasure listening to you. Thank you, because it's, at least this way I'll learn them properly. It was always hard to understand the powers. I understand you. I get it. It's your decision, and you're doing a good job. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Maria. And yeah, so the powers, it's really simple. Okay, so everybody in this, I have actually, do I have it right here? I don't think it's right here. I have a diagram that I drew for the pitch book a long time ago that shows like how the powers work. So everybody's got a soul in the story, right? For the most part, you have a soul, and that soul, it has this aura, this spiritual aura that it sends out. Okay, and depending on your spiritual aura or your spirit, depending on which of the 3 types, creation, destruction, or preservation, right? I don't know how to say that in Spanish. But these 3 types of spiritual auras in your soul determine, right? Determine the kind of person you are, the kind of personality you likely have, the kind of calling your soul's going to manifest, which is a power. Right? When people say you got to follow your calling, you ever heard somebody say that to you before? In English, they say you follow your calling, right? Follow your dream, your pursuit, whatever it is that is calling you, right? I don't know if it translates in your language, but basically, that is actually a unique power that's going to manifest in your own life in the story, right? There is suppression being happened in the story by this secret government called the Cloud. There's a whole thing, I can't get into it, but there is a suppression going on where a lot of people don't have access to their calling as easily, and there's others that they have it easy even. There are people like that in the story. But anyways, so based off of the 3 types of spiritual aura that's in your soul, that's the makeup of your soul, right? Determine basically who you are, right? To a large degree, and even what kind of power you're going to have. And so people who are highly creative in the story, their soul is probably very high in creation aura. People who are very, precise or judgmental or very destructive, right? They're very high in destruction aura or destroyer aura. And then the people who are more balanced, more preserved, more stable, these are the people who are high in preservation aura. Doesn't mean they don't have the other auras within their soul, right? And these three together, this is called your Trinity percent, your soul's Trinity percent. So all this spiritual aura, right? It comes from your soul, and in the most basic form of your spiritual aura, is something called ghost aura. So you got the baby basic, very level 1, which is ghost aura, super basic, and then the more stronger or denser, which is spirit aura, that comes directly from the soul. While ghost aura is like a remnant from the spirit aura, right? So this is the setup. You got this 3, and then there's 3, like I said, there's 3 types of spiritual auras. There's ghost auras called creation, destruction, and preservation. And you are a makeup of those 3, and your power is a manifestation of those 3 in some way. And so people who are high in destruction aura, they can, for example, create, if they wanted to, a black hole, right? They can become invisible, right? They can become non-physical and go through walls, right? Or whatever physical barriers, people who are high in destruction aura, they can literally obliterate or deconstruct you. There's so many different ghost arts that they can do. And then you have it's called ghost aura techniques, right? Or just ghost arts for short. This is the different moves they can do, right? People who are high in creation, they can regenerate, they can heal very fast, they can create different aura life forms from their own aura, you know what I'm saying? So they could create literal manifestations, generate things, they can conjure things, they can create very unique effects. There's a lot of things they can do. And then you got the lastly, which is the preserver types. These guys, they can sense a wide range area, right? They can zone an area, so like they could be here and they can know every living thing and undead thing within an area, right? And they could train themselves to do more. They can enhance their strength, augment their strength with their ghost aura, and make themselves stronger and punch harder and hit harder. They can concentrate their blast to such a degree that it could become as hot as the sun, if not hotter. They can do a lot of things. They can, for example, they can become invincible for a moment. And some of them train it to be longer, so where nothing penetrates them. So whatever you throw at them, they just, for a moment, they're just like invincible, and they're able to handle and take a hit. So there's so many different techniques they can learn. And creation types, these agents, they're called, you can call them agents of creations or creators. Creators, agents of destruction or destroyers, agents of preservation or preservers. These 3 types, it's like a rock, paper, scissors thing. So you got destroyers, they can actually break through the defensive nature of the preserver, but they have a hard time with the creator, because the creator could keep going, they could keep regenerating and doing this, so they have a harder time with creator types. Creator types, they have an easier time with destroyers, but have a hard time with preservers, because preservers can easily out stamina them. They could keep going and preserve, essentially, right, through a lot of the techniques that creators have. But because you're not just one type, usually there are people who are one type, but usually they're not. Usually you have a little bit of 3. There's a tier. You got one you're dominant in, one that's second, one that's third, right, one that's least. So maybe this one is in your soul, you're 20% creation, 40% destruction in your soul, the type of aura you have, and you're 40%. Oh, that makes it too even. So let's do it. You're 30% destruction, and you're 40% preservation. That means that you're going to be dominant in preservation. You could probably do high caliber stuff like invincibility, right? That's a move you can learn probably, and you'll be lower in the middle. For destruction, you could do level 1, level 2, tier caliber moves, different moves that are destruction based. You can actually do that to balance out your arsenal. So you can learn probably invisibility or phasing, things like that to a certain level. It's limited. And then lastly, your Lois's creation, then that means you could probably heal yourself, but you probably can't regenerate a whole ass limb. You know what I'm saying? So there's levels to it. There's different moves. There's different calibers. But it all boils down to these three: creation, destruction, preservation, and what your soul's Trinity percent is. And that combination creates very unique power. So you also get that unique calling. So he has a nuclear calling. So he's actually his really high in creation and destruction, but he's low when it comes to preservation. I have to check his Trinity percent. I might be mixing him up with another character, but essentially that means he can do extremely destructive moves and he can heal really well, right? So he could combine, for example, if he wanted to, the technique called after image, because he's higher in creation, which allows him to create like, remember when he got his head chopped off? He did an after image technique, but he combined it with his calling and he created it after nuke. That's what it's called, after nuke. So he basically ends up creating like a shadow clone, if you want to think about it like that, a substitution where, you know, he sacrifices his, in this case it was his jacket that he was wearing. It has a special, it's not just a regular jacket, it has a special property that's in line with his unique calling, so he can do this technique. And basically he created an after image nuclear reaction to this character slicing his so-called head off, right? And then you have him charging up his attack and doing this extremely destructive technique that he created called nuclear haymaker, which is basically his nuke in a fission style fist that's about to punch you in the face. All right, it's extremely powerful. Anyways, yapping too much. Let me see the chat. There's a lot to it, but yeah, I keep on. Let's see. Do you want to see destructive aura? I like that. I like your theme of powers. I find it extremely interesting. It reminds me that he has to sacrifice himself. Keen sacrificing himself? No. He does make sacrifices, but he's not like sacrificing himself like that. Let's see here. Okay, I think we're good. Let's do a zoom in and we'll end the live. Maybe I'll show you guys before that. We'll show you the next page we're going to work on, just because we've been working on this one for a minute. This is actually going to be a double spread for chapter 0. We still got to update it. We're going to pencil it. This is going to get changed right here, but this is the main character right here. You see him a little bit. You know, we're going to play with it more, but this is going to be the next page we work on. My friend's going to do some really cool lettering. I want some flaming cursive. That's going to be really cool. And then for the logo, for this particular piece, we're going to have a lot of different concept logos and, you know, of course, a main logo for everything. But then we're going to have the credits right here. We're going to play with it. I'm going to mess with it. This one kind of just happened, you know. I was just trying to figure it out. I didn't really make a thumbnail. I kind of skipped that step, making thumbnails. And I just said, where is this going to take me? But we might change it around until we're satisfied, you know. Don't stop till you're satisfied. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. I saw that when I started seeing you. Yeah, what do you mean? It's okay. Okie doke, here we go. So in this session, we got this panel done, and we start doing this panel. My man. All right. Okie doke. We are out of here. Thank you so much, Maria. I appreciate you for tuning in, helping me out on this live. It's kind of brutal out here. I'm gonna lie. But we're gonna keep going. So I'll see you, okay? Have a good one. Later. What time is it? 2? Fuck, it's 2 already.